Hello and welcome. I am a Jaded Gamer, and today I am introducing a new series of mine called The Best Game You Never Played. I've often come across games that have unique identities, gameplay mechanics, or contain that something special that pushes them over the edge to one of a kind. However, for the most part, these games tend to fly under the radar of most gamers. So I've decided to showcase some of these games and hopefully bring them more attention that I feel they deserve. I am not being paid to do this. This is simply my own interests. Let's begin. Today I will be bringing you a game called Aarklash Legacy. Released in 2013, falls under the category of action strategy role-playing with an active pause battle system, but I feel it falls closer to the unusual title of a single-player MMO raid dungeon, for all the sense that makes. Well, let's get into the game and see if that holds up. The game maintains a macabre atmosphere about it throughout, through its music and visual art style, and there is some very nice splash screen artwork. There are 4 distinct difficulty settings available in this game. I enjoy the Ragnarok setting myself, with the addition of the self-imposed handicap of only using autosaves, but I certainly would not recommend the Ragnarok setting to a new player. Stick with normal or hard, depending on your own ability level.
This is Aarklash, the war between the Dark Lords of Acheron and the Barons of Alahan rages on. To finance the war, the Barons have gone into serious debt with the Goldmongers Guild. Many nobles have fallen behind in their payments, and the Guild has sent their wheel swords, expert warriors, and masters in the art of collecting their due. A standard corps of 4 wheel swords finds itself deep in Lion territory when a new war of a very different nature is declared.
Wheel swords. Lakshai wants this bauble now. The patrons have authorized deadly force if needed.
It'll be needed.
Yes, what man in shiny armor doesn't like to show off his big sword?
So, there's another type of force? Other than deadly?
Don't worry about it.
Right. If they so much as look at you funny, kill them. Patron Lakshai wants the relic brought to him before dawn. Everyone clear?
In, out. Snick, snack. No muss, no fuss.
Wheel swords all!
Wheel swords all!
There they are! Kill them! Lord Mornstar wants their heads on spikes!
Standard formation. Don't let them flank us. Naka, block their charge. Wendaru, take position to fire.
Some petty lord disagrees with the Guild's claim on his inheritance.
I call dibs on the fat one. I like that pretty necklace he wears.
Cut the chat and do what needs to be done.
The game immediately sets itself apart by having characters with distinct personalities and motivations. The game's combat appears simple at first, using the pause system and simply sending your units into attack. While paused, you can issue and stack commands, be it movement, attack, in any order you wish, to any place on the map that the character is capable of reaching. Some skills in the game are instant, with a small animation wind-up. Others are directional based, covering distance. Take the Wendaroo character, for example. She is capable of a long-range attack, with a reasonable distance, but she's also a healer, and in order to, she needs to throw her scythe at a friendly character, but if it touches the enemy first, they will receive the heal instead. So you gotta worry about positioning as well. It's not just click and heal.
What would you do without?
Enemy spellcasters will fire projectiles at you that are slow moving, and if you see them coming, you can avoid them before they get to you. You can also redirect some attacks before they're cast, if a character has a taunt ability. All of this information is clearly conveyed to the player in a fair manner.
We need to escape these estates and find a goldmonger outpost.
There's a guild house 3 days walk from here. 2 days if we walk through the night. But we can be off Mornstar lands in an hour if we head northwest.
Mornstar is a fool. The Goldmonger Guild will bleed his house dry for attacking him.
As the battles become more dangerous, skill usage and timing becomes imperative. The character, Konoka, the half-dragonkin science experiment, is a unique example of a self-damaging tank. All of her abilities require her to sacrifice a certain amount of her health to achieve. Some grant increased armor defense, some recover health, and the most interesting one, her heavy attack, causes damage unless she deals a fatal blow, in which case it heals her. So it becomes very important to watch what's happening at all times and time your skills well. This game streamlines itself very well between battles, as there is next to no downtime. After every fight, health and mana is recovered within seconds, allowing you to continue on your way unhindered. The character Nella, a powerful magician, is not only capable of striking her foes with lightning, but also interrupting them by shaking the ground underneath them, causing them to fall prone. But be careful, this also affects your own characters, so placement is important.
We are Wheel Sword by the glory.
There exist powerful, optional foes in this game that possess unique abilities, and therefore unique strategies to defeat each one of them. Some of these opponents may reverse the effects of healing, cause damaging AoEs, mind control your characters, become immune to damage, and many other abilities combined with others that make them seem insurmountable at first.
Mana, flow through me. Yield to its power. from the shadows.
Come to Papa. Don't forget to bleed.
If one of your characters falls in battle, they can be helped back to their feet by an ally, so long as that ally is not being struck by another opponent. In the larger scale fights, it is often best to deal with the ads before the main threat, as with most MMO raid bosses.
I'm not feeling well.
If your strategy falls apart, as mine has here, don't fret. The game is flexible, and it is possible to pull it back from the brink, even if it may not appear so at first. Adjust your strategy, kite the mobs, incapacitate them, get your tank back up, and back into the game.
I heal your wounds. Snick, snick. I heal your wounds.
Perseverance is the name of this game. Understand your character's limitations and work within them to achieve victory despite the odds. Each character has 4 unique skills that can be warped in 2 different directions for each, sometimes drastically changing the base ability of the skill, depending on how you wish to play. A single skill point is earned for each level gained, and these skill points can be reset at any point, should you wish to re-strategize. If you're a stat monger like myself, this game's got you covered. There is a wide variety of statistical options, some of which are very specific for each character, such as Nella, who causes magic damage, not physical, so any plus physical damaging statistics she gains are completely moot. Each character has one advantage and disadvantage. Using Wendaru as an example again, she's unable to regenerate mana naturally, so she needs to steal it from her allies, which causes physical harm to them at the same time, possibly creating the most unique healer class I've ever seen in a game. Well, that's about all I can really show you without getting into any real spoilers in the game, but I will give a few beginner's tips before I end. Always make sure to inspect your enemy's skill list when you encounter a new opponent. It will be the difference between victory and failure. There are no merchants in the game, so don't be shy about placing unwanted items in the recycler. When the recycler is full, it will produce a new epic quality item for you, of the type of the last item you placed in it. So plan ahead. Wendaru is capable of stealing some enemy buffs and then imparting them on one of your characters with the Mana Steal ability. Well, that's all from me. I'm aJadedGamer. You can find me at aJadedGamer on Twitter. Thank you for watching.